Hello and welcome to the show, and welcome to another Chain of Command pint-sized campaign. Following on from my Christmas special, Storming the Citadel, this is Citadel the Breakthrough, part 2 of the Grossdeutchsland attack at Kursk. There are 6 scenarios in the campaign: reconnaissance pull, breaking through, falling back the road to Citadel, do or die, lost in Recce, and a bridge too far, the Kopany. And I do apologise for murdering those names. Right, the forces for this campaign, from the German perspective, it would be a standard platoon with a lieutenant in charge. Group of 1, 2 and 3 exactly the same. They'll have 1 junior leader, 2 MG34s and 3 riflemen. They have 3 platoons available to rotate through the scenarios. They are regular and aggressive. They have a pool of 4 additional command dice which they can use during the game. Once used, that's it, they're gone. And single 6s can also be used for a chain of command point. The Soviet troops defending will be 1 platoon only for the whole campaign. The platoon headquarters will consist of a lieutenant and a commissar. They need a bit of political motivation following their disaster in the first part of this pint-sized campaign. They'll have 4 sections. 2 sections have an LMG with a team of 2 and 6 riflemen, and 2 sections will have 2 LMGs, each with a crew of 2 and 4 riflemen. They are regular and aggressive, and a roll of 5 can be used to activate the commissar, but it won't count for a chain of command dice. So let's introduce the 2 Soviet personalities which will be following through the campaign. Of course, that's if they last that long. We have Lieutenant or Lieutenant Ivan Bityakokov and Commissar Dmitry Zhirkov. Bityakokov was a civil servant in the Ministry for Turnip Production, and the 23-year-old failed to explain how the bumper crop never arrived. He's now at the front line, and his CO's opinion is reduced by 1. So he starts on -1 for that. The men's opinion is ambivalent at the moment, and the outlook is content. He is happy to be doing his bit for the motherland. Zhirkov was a fastidious office clerk involved with the implementation of the 5-year plan. After the Nazi invasion in 1941, he volunteered for political activities and became a zealous commissar, hell-bent on the destruction of Stalin's enemies. Zhirkov's status throughout the scenarios won't change per se, but it'd be interesting to see how he does play. I haven't used a commissar before, so it should be quite good fun. I won't be tracking the German platoon commanders because there's 3 of them, and I don't think they'll have enough scenarios to make any difference. So we'll just have to keep a lookout for the Soviets. Victory conditions: if the Germans win within 7 turns, it's a major victory, and at the other end of the scale, if it's within 10 turns, it's a Soviet major victory. Or if the Germans fail to win scenario 6, they have failed completely, and any chance to break through to Kursk has been lost. So the first scenario will be Recce pull. The Soviets' second line of defence is based on the Lukhanino River. Extensive German recce has not been possible until now, and the German troops are probing the defences for a weak point. This is a probe action. This scenario is only fought once, with the outcome determining the level of support the Soviet forces will have for the next scenario. So, standard Orbat for the Soviet platoon: the Lieutenant Ivan Bityakokov and Commissar Dmitry Zhirkov are the platoon headquarters. For support, they will have 2 entrenchments and marshy ground. And due to the Storming the Citadel Part 1 efforts by the Soviets, they will have -1 to their force morale roll, and the Commissar will be attached for all scenarios to give them a bit of spine. 1 platoon of 3 for the Germans will be led by Lieutenant Heinz Beans. They have 3 groups, standard Orbat as said before. For support, they will have a senior leader who will be Unterfeldwebel Erwin Humperdumpf. They've got no preliminary bombardment allowed, so that is it. Thin on the ground for support. The ground for the scenario is fairly open. It's dominated by the river, which runs from right to left, and also with a small tributary coming into the right. There are patches of bog around that tributary. Elsewhere, there's high ground to the foreground a small patch of woods and some rough ground which will give light cover. The village of Dubrova is at the top of the table as you look, and those buildings there are pretty flimsy and will only give light cover, as will the fences around them. The Germans did well in the patrol phase. They've got 2 jump-off points at the bottom of the table on the rise, and they've managed a left flank and have one by the road on the left of the table. These are indicated by the black crosses. The Soviet jump-off points, indicated by the red crosses, are all clustered around the village of Dubrova. However, what they have managed to do is place their marshy ground to the left-hand side of the table as we look, therefore blocking the easy access from the German jump-off point to the edge of the table. And for this probe scenario, that is the objective for the Germans, to get at least one team off that baseline of the Soviet side of the table. Both sides will have a force morale of 10 for this scenario. The Soviets rolling well for this one. Okay, we're looking at the left-hand side of the table. Effectively, the Germans have done a left flanking move. There's one jump-off point there in the rough ground. We've got another one hiding away in the woods, but the main one of interest for both sides will be that one on the left-hand side of the table. All the Germans have to do to win the scenario is get a team off that baseline. The Soviets have been hemmed in to this small village area, one on the edge of the table there, and 2 other jump-off points by those buildings there. They have, however, managed to deploy this marshy area, which has certainly made the jump-off point on that side of the table less attractive, in that the squad has now, or the section squad or whatever it is, has got to come into the table before they try and get off the baseline. So had they not had the marshy ground, it would have been quite straightforward. Right, let's see what happens. Right, the Germans are off straight away using one of their extra dice. 6 though will do 1 chain of command, 4 1s and a 2. Well, 3 1s added together. I'm going to deploy one of the squads into this rough ground here. They'll be in light cover, and they will go in Overwatch. And on the other 3, I'm going to put another one of the squads here. They'll be making a dash for this cover here. Right, Soviet phase, 6 will do nothing, 1 3 3 4. Right, I'm going to deploy one of the entrenchments here. We're looking out that way, and they'll be able to fire at that German section on the right as we look. So they've got 2 LMGs, which would be 12, 4 riflemen, which would be 16. It's effective range, they'll be hitting on 5s and 6s. That's pretty good. So 4 hits on each team. Left-hand team, they're going to be light cover, so that is going to be 2 shot, 1 kill. And the other team is 1 shot, 1 kill. Is one of the kills on the junior leader? No. Okay, German squad took a bit of a hit there, but they will fire back. They're on Overwatch. 16 dice hitting on 5 6. That is not good. Pretty shocking. And they're in hard cover because they've got that entrenchment. That is 1 kill. Is the kill on the junior leader? It is not, so 1 rifleman goes. Now I've got to be very careful with the casualties for the Soviets because they've only got the 1 platoon. Right, on another 3, I'm going to deploy this squad from this jump off point, again in one of the entrenchments. And they'll be firing on the left-hand German section on the hill, and they're out in the open. So 16 dice hitting on 5s and 6s. have 3 on this team and 4 on this team. So it's 3 4 shock, 5 6 kill. Ooh, dear oh dear, 3 kill. And on the other one, other team, look, just the 1 shock. Unbelievable. Right, is the junior leader killed here? No, so that team is wiped out. And that is a bad things happen. 6. -1, and the Germans are on 9 force morale. Right, that is it for the Soviets for this phase. Germans, they're going to use another one of their dice. So that's a pretty strong roll actually. 2 2s, 3 3s, and 1 4. Right, Humperdump, the senior leader, sergeant, is going to deploy here and get this squad to move as quick as they can into this rough ground, get some cover. They'll take a point of shock. Effectively, they're only a team now. They go 8 less 1, 7. Still in the open. And take another point of shock. But junior leader will activate and take off those 2 points of shock. Right, on a 3, this junior leader will activate, take off a point of shock here, and get this squad to fire at the Soviets in the barn, or near the barn. 16 dice, 6s. Six hits. 5 shock, 6 kill. 1 kill, 1 shock. Is the kill on the junior leader? No, another rifleman. Right, on the another 3, I'm going to get the squad here to deploy. They're going to be in the open, but I think I'm going to try and push it for the Germans here. I'm going to try and get the weight of fire down. So they will open fire on the Soviets in the hut. So they'll have 19 dice, again hitting on 5s and 6s. That's a shocking 4 hits. 1 kill. Is the kill on the junior leader? No, another rifleman. So already the Soviets have lost 3 riflemen there, so just need to be a little bit careful. They only got the 1 platoon. Right, I think on the 4, old Heinz Beans is going to deploy here, and he's going to get these guys ready to get a move on, probably get through that marsh or down the road and around here as soon as they can. Okay, Soviet phase. Ooh, double phase. 1 1 2. Right, I'm afraid Germans in the open, running across into that soft ground directly to the front of this squad, are going to get some 16, 6s. That's a pretty good hit to me. All on one team. In the open, 3 4 shock, 5 6 kill. Right, that's 2 kill and 4 shock. Is the kill on the junior leader? No. They're going to be pinned, so they now will be in the soft cover. And this squad here is going to look right and fire at the Germans over by the swampy area. 12 dice hitting on 5 and 6. What have we got there? 6 hits. 3 on that team and 3 on that team. Right, 3 4 shock, 5 6 kill. 2 shock. And 1 shock, 2 kill. Put the shock on first, 2 and 1. Right, 2 kills is the kill on the junior leader. It is. Right, now, 1 2 3 junior leader, 4 5 6 senior leader. Cocky. Right, junior leader. What's happened to him? He is knocked out. Right, he's out and a kill. Bad things happen. 1. That's no effect. Right, full on phase for the Soviets. 5 does nothing. So for chain of command. 6 does nothing. 2, 3, 4. Right, well, I'm afraid more of the same. 16 dice hitting that German section are in light cover now. 16 dice, 5 and 6s. Only got 4 hits there, but it's all on that one team. 4, 5, shock, 6 kill. So that is another 4 shock. 1, 2. 3, 4. So there's 3 with 8, they're broken. Right, so they will rout. 6 plus 2 dice, 6, so they go 10. And they're on the table, but I don't think they're doing much else. And on the other 2 or 3, I can't remember which now, this squad will open fire again on those guys in the marsh, or near the marsh. 12 dice. Hitting on 5s and 6s, that is 4 hits. That's 2 on each team. Right hand team is, oh dear, that is 1 kill and 1 shock. Left hand team, 1 kill, 1 shock. Right, is the kill on leader? No, it's not. Right, I forgot to put the wounded marker on the junior leader last time, and it's going to be one of these guys is kills. It's 1 operative on the gun there. Need another casualty. So I learned something the other day. You can actually share the shock about. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 with 5. So they are going to be pinned actually. Disastrous flanking attack. Right, German phase. 6 is a chain of command. 2, 3, 3, 4, 4. Before I go any further, I need to do team breaks. 4, which is a -1, and the Germans are on 8 force morale. Right, on a 3, we'll take a point of shock off here, and this squad will fire at the building. It's actually 17 dice. 5 and 6s. Oh, it's dreadful there. 3 hits. What's damage? 5 shock, 6 kill. Nothing. Dear oh dear. Right, I think on one of the 4s, old Heinz Beans is going to have to take off, probably take off 2 points of shock here. 1, 2, and a point of shock here. They're now not pinned. Actually, hold on. 3, they're not pinned now, but he can get them to fire. Yeah, I think I'll have to. 13 dice due to lack of operators and shock. That's a little bit better. Hitting on 5s and 6s. We can do with that for the effect. Right, let's see what happens. 5 shock, 6 kill. 1 shock, 1 kill. Right, there's the kill on the junior leader. Oh, it is. What's happened to him? He is wounded. That's a bad thing's happened. 2, no effect. Right, on another 3, old Humper Dumper. Humper Dumph is going to move down here. Won't bother rolling for that, and he'll take off 2 points of shock. And on one of the other 3s, junior leader will activate and take off 2 points of shock. So they're now down to 4, still pinned, but they're not broken. Right, Soviet phase. Okay, 6 does nothing. 1, 2, 4, 4. Right, on a 4, bit your cock off. He's coming out. He will take off 2 points of shock and get this squad to fire at the Germans. I've been diddling the Soviets. They actually had an extra rifleman there and I forgot about him, so I got 13 dice. Again, hitting on 5s and 6s. So what have we got there? 3 and 2. They should have stayed pinned, shouldn't they? That is 2 shock. And on the right hand section, 1 shock. Oh, the Germans got away with that. And the 1 and 2 added together, this squad will fire at the German section in the rough ground, or slightly right. Hitting on 5s and 6s. 3 on them, 2 on them. 4, 5 shock, 6 kill, so 1 shock on the left hand side. And nothing. Right, last special dice for the Germans there. 2 chain of commands. 1, 2, 4, 4. Right, Humperdump will take off 3 points of shock here, so not pinned. So effectively we've got a team here with the junior leader. On a 3, he'll take off a point shock here and get the score to fire at the hut. So he has 17. 5s and 6s. Well, 2. Yeah, dear. The shooting by the Germans is pathetic today. 1 shock. Right, and Heinz Beans will take off 2 points of shock here. I think they were pinned actually last go, but there we are. Missed that one. So we're going to be firing with what have we got? 14, 15, less 2, 13 dice. All right, that looks pretty good. Ooh, be nice if that was the effect. I don't think it's going to be. Right, 5 shock, 6 kill. Ooh, well, that wasn't a 6. So that's 1 shot and 2 kills. It's a kill on a leader. Yes, it is. Ooh, now 1, 2, 3 junior leader, 4, 5, 6 senior leader. Junior leader, he's killed. And another rifleman to go with him. Right, bad things happen for a junior leader being killed. 2, -1, and the Soviets are on 9 force morale. Right, bit of a stock take. The Soviets not doing too bad. This squad in the foreground is completely intact in their entrenchment. This one's taken a bit of a hit. There's 5 dead, including junior leader. And the platoon commander, Bichikokov, is out giving support. But they might have to disappear pretty soon because of the number of casualties they've got. The German squad on the right, i.e. their left flank, has been pretty badly hit. But what I might do is move that single rifleman on the right to go and assist operating that MG34. Don't see why I can't do that. And over on this side of the table, this squad in the rough ground has got hit reasonably badly, taking a couple of casualties, still operating. But this one carrying in the dead ground here has got mauled in the open ground. They've rallied now, but they're only a team. So Germans can still win, but I suspect the Soviets are going to disappear pretty soon. And it is the Soviet phase. Ooh, double phase, 114. It's not what the Germans wanted. And all that's going to happen on 4 is Bityakokov is going to take 2 points of shock off and get the LMGs to fire at the Germans over there on the right. It's 12 dice. Hitting on 5s and 6s, so that is 4 hits. So it's just the gun teams left now. Oh, no effect. And 1 kill, 2 kills. Oh, that's that team gone, wiped out. Should have rolled actually for leader. Oh yes, leader's hit. Is it the junior leader or senior leader? Senior leader. What's happened to him? He's knocked out. Right, so that gun goes back on with casualty there. Senior leader wounded. Bad things happen. 2. -1, Germans are on 7. More importantly for that lot, there's no leader with them. And then the 2 ones added together, this squad will fire at the German section in the rough ground. 5s and 6s needed, just got 3 hits there. 2 and 1. 1 shock. And nothing. Right, full on phase for the Soviets. 6 does nothing. 1-1-4-4, a very similar roll. And we'll do pretty much the same again. Bit your cock off, get the LMGs to fire. 12 dice. Only 3 hits. 1 there, 2 there. That is 1 kill. And nothing. Is the kill on a leader? Oh, it is. Right. 1, 2, 3, junior leader. Oh, it's the senior leader. What's happened to him? Killed. So Heinz Beans is toast. Bad things happen. Oh, cocky. 5. -2, and the Germans are on 5 force morale. And on the 2 ones added together, this squad will fire at the Germans in the rough ground again. Right, 16 dice. Right. 5 hits. 2 there, 3 there. It's 1 shock. And 1 shock. Oh, that should be 2. And 1 kill. Is the kill on the leader? No, it's not. Rifleman goes. Right, seems like an age since the Germans have had a go. Not particularly useful. 3 chain of commands. They have a full dice now. A 6 is another chain of command. And a 1. Well, to be honest, they can't do a lot with that. Well, perhaps on a 1, this, what is now a team, can get out that dead ground. I think, actually, the best thing it should do is go into that rough ground. So, 2 dice 6, less 1. So they've done that. They've got into some bit of cover there. And that's it. Right, Soviets. 6 does nothing. 5 is a chain of command. 1, 2, 3. Right, to be honest, there's not a great deal the Germans can do with that chain of command dice apart from interrupt now. And this is probably the best squad, and they will open up that bit your cock off squad near the hut. It's 14 dice due to the shock. Hitting on 5s and 6s. That's 5 hits. Five shock, 6 kill. That's another kill. Is it on bit your cock off? No. But that's another casualty there on one of the gun teams. On 2, this squad will fire at the Germans. Pretty much rinse, repeat at the moment. This entrenchments for the Soviets have really causing the Germans some trouble. Right, what have we got? Oh, 4 on each. Right, left-hand team is 1 shock and 2 kill. Right-hand team, bizarrely nothing. Right, of the 2 kills, is 1 on the junior leader? No, it's not. So that team is gone. Bad things happen. 6. Ooh. No, it's only 1 actually. But the Germans are on 4. And the 1 and 3 added together, bit your cock off, will get the 2 LMGs to fire. These will only be 4 dice now because only 1 operator. So 10 dice. Again, cracking hit. Right, this team is killed. Well, hold on, that's 2 kills. Right, team, 1 kill, 1 shock. Right, so that's 3 kills. Is that on the junior leader? No, it's not. But that means 1, 2, and 3 are gone, which means section wiped out. That junior leader is there on his own. Bad things happen for section wiped out is 3. That's -2, and the Germans are on 2. Right, German command dice go down to 3. 2, 3, 4. The only reason they're hanging about is because they're fanatical. Firstly, on a 3, this junior leader will take a point of shock off and get the gun to fire. 8 dice only. That is 4 hits. Okay, perhaps the Soviets have pushed their luck here. They've gone away with that 1 shock. Right, Humperdump on the 4 will move up to this team, which he does, not a problem. Take that point of shock off, not that it really matters. And get that single gun to fire again at the barn or the hut. Again, 8 dice. 2 hits only. And no effect. Right, Soviet phase. 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. Right, on 1 and 3 added together, he'll take a point of shock off here and they will fire at the junior leader who's struggling in the marsh on his own. 10 dice. Ooh. Wow. They've got 5 hits. They just need 1 6. And he's gone. And they've got it. Junior leader killed. Bad things happen. 1. Germans are on 1. This squad will open fire at the Germans in the rough ground. 16 dice. That is very nasty. Because it's all on that 1 team now. Light cover, 4, 5 shock, 6 kill. 2 kill, 3 shock. Is the kill on a junior leader? No, it's not, but it is team wiped out. And that is the end of that. The Germans will run away. Right, there we have it. Look at the carnage there. That squad wiped out to the man by the junior leader. This squad here, dead on the open ground to the right. 1 team left with the junior leader, Humperdump, the sergeant there, or the Unterfeldwebel. And over on the left flank, what a disaster that was. Junior leader killed, senior leader killed, squad wiped out. Harsh. Now, I may rue the fact that I kept the Soviets there for so long because they took a few casualties, but Yukokov did a good job, and that squad at the back in the entrenchments, in fact both of them in entrenchments did really well, and it means they will have an advantage in the next scenario, I think, because they defeated the Germans. So well done the Soviets. From a casualties perspective, the Germans got a right hammering there. They lost 19, including 1 senior leader and 1 junior leader. 4 of those will return immediately, 6 will return for the next scenario, and 9 will remain outright killed. Because the force morale was 0 for the Germans and 9 for the Soviets at the end, the 5 casualties, including 1 junior leader that the Soviets had, will all return immediately. So the gamble paid off for the Soviets in that scenario, and they are not degraded at all. Commissar Jerkov is certainly happy with Lieutenant Bityukokov. Unfortunately for the Germans, 1 platoon was undermanned. They should have had 3 riflemen per Gruppe. Instead, I only gave them 1. I forgot that the MG-34s had a crew of 3. Well, there we go. Fog of war, tough titty, and all that. I don't think it really would have made much difference, to be honest. So that was a good intro to the campaign. I thoroughly enjoyed that, and I hope you did too. Having done their not very successful probe, The next scenario is breaking through, and we're going to see some serious support options available for both sides. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you next time.